Single origin, I'm going to start all over because I want this to be on tape. I'm sorry, I just was wound a little too tight. Every time I step away, I've turned the page on this thing. I hold in my hands a tiny cup of single origin espresso from the mysterious land of huehuetenango. Yes, it's fair trade. Okay. One sip, the smoky flavor, it reminds me of something. They say the fires burn there with a heatless flame that never dies, bathing you in pain but never consuming. They say this is reserved for those not under the blood, who don't acknowledge the lordship. They tell me that I need to understand that God has a reputation to protect and cannot be seen in my company, him being perfect and me not. They tell me not to worry. God has donned human flesh like a hazmat suit, walking bravely into the contaminated area to bring us the good news. And they say my remaining time cannot be predicted. It could be decades or microseconds. They tell me I need to make sure before the final surprise package to save myself by accepting the free offer of salvation. And they tell me once I die and finally see Jesus as who he really is, full of glory and love and wisdom, without the confusing witness of the Crusades, the Inquisition, the Catholic pedophiles, the Protestant slavers, the non-denominational spectacularly coiffed televangelists to cloud my vision. When I finally see Jesus as he really is, it'll be too late then, like trying to place bets on a horse race after it's over. Before this once-in-a-lifetime offer expires, before the last grain of carefully measured grace falls in the hourglass, before the winged monkeys come to bear me away to the castle of fire, they tell me I need to declare that Jesus is the Lord of my life. And they even drew for me a diagram which represents my life, to show how pretty it would be if I put the cross right in the middle, like a child matching the red cube up with the square-shaped hole. I will win the prize and be saved, and lordy, lordy, the polyester hell you end up in after that salvation, the unquenchable flames of smiling people who every Sunday are fine and want to know how your walk with the Lord is, as if that were a third person in the room whose name nobody can remember. But he's also fine. Sip crappy perk coffee and wonder what's for lunch when this is over. How happy you will be to sing on that morning of God's glory and the beauty of the far heavens where the Lord sits waiting for you to die, so that all the ugly, repulsive parts of you that you are learning to hate as much as he does will be gone, and you will at last be fit to be seen in his presence. Oh, I need to pray more. I need to read my Bible more regularly. I need to hate the sin and love the sinner. I need to take detailed notes when listening to sermons. I need to memorize more scriptures, including the GPS coordinates of key passages. And I need to get to work and become part of the family. I need to see angels helping me cross the street. I need to avoid listening to false teachers. I need to hold fast to the teachings of the apostles. I need to be ready to give answers about the hope within me. I need to understand the deep significance of the Hebrew word for no and the subtle distinction between the 5 Greek words for love. I need to let go and let God. I need to shine the light of Jesus in a dark and desperate world. I need to inventory my spiritual gifts. I need to stir my spiritual calling. I need to find an accountability partner. I need to keep piling more and more of this on as I gain strength, growing maturity, ever vigilant, ever striving to not be like the hypocrites, the Pharisees that Jesus yelled at because they had a list detailing exactly what God required of them, but couldn't see him when he was right in front of them, inviting them to eat and drink. Invited to a feast, I wonder if I am even brave enough to take a second sip.